Next, you draw a circle. Then you dot the I's. Add a great big smile, and presto, it's Kirby. Hello, everyone. My name is PhoenixFire76, aka Lou, and welcome to Lou's Let's Play Kirby's Adventure. Yeah, so this game is for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and yeah, this is my second attempt at trying to record this because yeah, I recorded everything awesomely. Everything was going great, except I forgot to hit record on the video, and so I was just recording audio the first time. I'm still new at this, I swear. I've done a complete Let's Play, but I still feel like such a noob when I do things like that. So, alright, so this, if you let the opening credits roll, gives you a bit of a tutorial, and here's the best part about Kirby. Press down to eat an inhaled enemy, and you absorb the ability. Awesome. Yeah, it's become Kirby's signature. And yeah, so let's get started here. See, copyright 1993. That's let's just delete the first one. That way we can start right from the beginning. Yeah, so copyright 1993, level 1, Vegetable Valley. Alright, so copyright 1993. So now I'm not entirely sure on the dates of all these things, but I am 99% sure that you know, the Super Nintendo system was already well out at this point. And I think, you know, I would hazard a guess as to that's the reason why Kirby is not as much of a franchise. Like, well, he is a franchise, but he's not like a flagship franchise. I mean, obviously, you know, Mario and Zelda and, you know, and the other consoles, Sonic, you know, they came out way earlier than Kirby did, but okay, so quick sidebar. You see, if you get hit while you have an ability, you lose the ability, grab the star, inhale it, and then you get it right back again. But yeah, so I think you know, he wasn't as well established, and because the real game, this was the real first game for Kirby, and you know, and no one really, I don't say no one really played it, but I don't think as many people played it as should have, because Super Nintendo was already out, so why would you play this? And then by the time the Kirby game for Super Nintendo came out, you know, we weren't on to 64 at that point, I don't think, but, well, I lost it. But, you know, I just don't think Kirby got his due because of the timing of everything. It's a much more graphically involved game than, you know, Super Mario Bros. 3. You know, it was much more intense on the console, so, but it just didn't have the same impact because people were already on to bigger and better things with the Super Nintendo, so, right. So you can see here's sort of how we work in this game. We're in this area, and this sort of serves as our map screen, and we can go into different levels from here, and different than Super Mario Bros. 3, excuse me, is that we can go back in and go back to levels we've already completed. Hit start, and the infamous sort of start select that became common in Mario is found in this game as well. And you can exit worlds that you've already been through. Alright, here's a little bonus game, Crane Fever. We've all played this game at carnivals and bowling alleys and festival. Oh shit. Well, that didn't work. You're supposed to hold on to A, and well, I didn't. Alright, let's try that again. I'm not going to get it anyways because it's too far away, but you want the big guy. The big Kirby is worth 2 extra lives, and the small one's worth 1, and I'm not going to get this guy. He's going to fall right out. Prediction. He's going to fall right out. Do it. Yeah, you see him wiggling around? Whoop! Oh, I actually thought I had him there for a second. But yeah, the big guys are worth 2, and he gets a little sad music, but whatever. So, that's it. This is, you know, it's a simple game. It's a very simple game. It might look a little juvenile. It's sort of got like the, you know, the funny sort of kiddie music. The graphics are kiddie, almost kiddie. I won't say that because, like I said, I think this game did not get its share of respect. And I did say, I just alluded to a second ago that this is like the first real Kirby game. Obviously, it's not. Kirby's Dream Land for the, oh, here we got a little warp star here. And you have to get it. There's no way to go through this part without it, so it's not like you're skipping anything crazy or doing anything secret. But yeah, yeah, Kirby's Dream Land was the first game. We got a mini-boss coming up. When you have an ability like this, just keep spamming it and take these guys out like crazy. Oh! He actually gave me a bit of trouble there. I'm going to show off another ability in a second. So hit select, you can lose your ability, and get another one. You see above Kirby's lives where it says ×1, that means you get to only use this ability 1 time, and then it's done. There's another ability later on we'll be able to use 3 times, but use it once, Kirby just destroys everything on the screen. It's pretty awesome. Doesn't work on bosses, of course, but yeah, it's still pretty cool. Actually, it does kind of work on bosses. It won't kill them, but it'll do damage. Now I've forgotten what I was saying. Oh yeah, so Kirby's Dream Land was the first game that had Kirby in it, but it was for the Game Boy, which I had, and I had the game for the Game Boy. The original Game Boy, the really thick one, the one that was mostly white, and yeah, green screened, and yeah, awesome. But yeah, so Kirby in that game could only, you see when I inhale these puffs of air and can shoot them out as sort of like little weapons, he could do that, and he could also inhale enemies and spit them back out, but he couldn't absorb their abilities, which has become like the trademark for Kirby, really. He's sort of like that X-Men character Morph, I think it is, the one that can absorb abilities, or sort of like that. It's not really like that, but you know what I mean. It's Kirby's signature in, especially now, and the other thing I meant to say was that basically Kirby, I think, I mean, in my opinion, he's more well-known now for his role in the Smash Brothers series than he is in his own series, which is kind of sad to me, because I think if you haven't played the series, or at least a couple games from the series, you're kind of missing out, because it is a lot of fun, and like I said, it is significantly easier than a game like Super Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario World, which were sort of both contemporaries of this game. You know, obviously one's for different consoles, so you can expect it to be a little bit more difficult, but yeah, I don't know, I fell in love with this game. I think, I don't think I said this either in my Mario playthrough, but I was one of those people that I did not have video game consoles growing up. You know, my parents not necessarily they didn't believe in them. It wasn't like they were super strict or like, you know, oh, video games will make you evil. It's just like they just never thought that it was a worthwhile thing to spend money on, and I never really asked for a video game, you know, for video games. But we got our first, we actually had 2 original Nintendo systems growing up, and they were both donated, one from friends, one from my cousin, and you know, that's when I started getting games for them, was only after we'd had these systems donated. So I had a lot of games donated, and you know, things like that. But this was like one of the first games, if not the first game, that actually, you know, we had bought for the console. You know, Mario 3 was, actually, I take that back, but you know, I sort of fell in love with this game because I never had a Super Nintendo, so, you know, while everyone was going nuts about, you know, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter 2, Mario World, you know, Mario Kart, you know, the original Super Mario Kart, you know, I was on this, so that, you know, that's probably why I have such, you know, such an attachment to this game. So, here, this is a great feature of this game, is obviously you have all these abilities, so you hit select, release your ability, and if you want the ability that's in the museum, just go up, grab it, and take it, and they won't attack you, and as you go on throughout the game, you know, more of those museums appear with lots of different guys with lots of different abilities, and it's excellent. You take that ability, you take that ability into other levels with you. It's awesome. So here we go, another mini boss, and yeah, certain items like the sword or whatever. Oh no! I so wanted that ice ability. Oh no, I love that ice. That's one of my favorite abilities. It turns Kirby blue. We'll see it eventually, I'm sure, later on in this Let's Play, but so yeah, this is definitely falling under the category of a Let's Play and not a walkthrough, in case you're unclear, because I have not played this game in quite some time. Wow, I'm getting my butt kicked here. Yeah, I hate this ability, this needle ability, it's dumb. Yeah, that's why it's dumb. It's dumb because I fail at it. Yeah, actually don't want it at all. Yeah, so this is definitely a Let's Play and not a walkthrough because, wow, yeah, because of things like that. Because like I alluded to at the end of my Mario 3 playthrough, Let's Play, I know that game so much better than any other game, and especially a game like this that I honestly haven't played this game in a number of years. So there's going to be some death, there's going to be some stupid things, and if you are some sort of like Kirby expert, like Super Pro Skills Kirby, I apologize because I'm not going to do it justice, and well, I don't know, it's just sort of for fun. here we go. Here's our first one-up in the actual game. And if I can ever get up there. There we go. Things sort of move a little bit slow when you have this invincibility, invincibility ability. And, yeah, this bonus aim, push A. There we go, that was a little bit better. It's actually quite difficult to get up to the top level, which is a 1-up, so you usually end up in one of the lower levels getting bonuses to your score, again, with the scores and the old school video games that had scores, and yeah, they used to mean something. These are like warp areas here. This one here, you see it's boarded up, but eventually we'll be able to get to it, and it'll be awesome. So, here's the first boss, and maybe I'll stall a little bit here. I got a little bit of time up here. And, yeah, so this boss was originally in the Kirby's Dream Land, and he was much, much harder in there because you didn't have abilities. Like I said, you could only inhale enemies and spit them out, so you'd have to wait for him to sort of spawn the items that you'd have to throw back at him. But yeah, we've got an ability now, so we'll just show you how easy he is to just destroy. So you just keep spamming your whatever ability you have. If you have the sword, the beam, the ice that I should have gotten from that mini-boss there would have been ideal, because that you can just hold down. You see, it just becomes a little bit of a joke, and like I said, this game is nowhere near as hard as like Super Mario Bros. 3 or a lot of other games, but it is so much fun. So here's the Star Rod, and you might remember that from, you know, the Smash Brothers series. Well, this is where it came from. And for some reason, when you get it, you spawn 2 other Kirbys, and they do this cute little dance, and I don't know. It's things like that that made it seem like it was a little kid's game and whatever, but I loved it. Level 2, Ice Cream Land, and I'm gonna call these things worlds just because, you know, it's the Mario mentality in me. You know, there are worlds, and within the worlds there are levels, and I don't care if it's Mario Galaxy or Mario World or Mario Brothers or Kirby or Zelda or Metroid or whatever. There's worlds and levels within worlds. That's just a video game way, as far as I'm concerned. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. So, anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this. Like I said, it's not going to be anywhere near as informative as my last Let's Play or whatever I called it, Let's Play walkthrough. But I hope to have a lot of fun with this, and hopefully you enjoy it. And hopefully my main goal with this Let's Play series is to expose you to the awesomeness that is this game. And if you haven't played this game, to seek it out, either, you know, secondhand, you know, buy a cartridge if you still have a Nintendo system, or you know, get the ROM. You know, I'm not encouraging you to do anything illegal, but, you know, like I said, I used to own this game, so it's perfectly legal for me to play it as a ROM emulated on my computer. So hopefully you can find it, and hopefully you enjoy it and you enjoy this Let's Play series. So that's going to do it. This is going to be the end of episode 1. Episode 2, we're going to go into, I think, the whole of Ice Cream Island. We'll see what happens. So yeah, that'll do it for this episode of Lou's Let's Play Kirby's Adventure. I'm your host, Phoenix Fire 76, saying don't forget to rate, comment, or subscribe. Join me next time, and see you all then. Bye-bye, everybody.